Well, good morning, my friend, and welcome back to the vlogs. It's Monday, and we got our backdrop back, which looks awesome, feels awesome. We still got this dead space over here, work in progress, but my little cozy little corner, as I'm calling it, is fantastic. Definitely want to get some lighting. Just I want to find something small, little. Even if it's just like takes little LED batteries or just tiny batteries, just something to put on that stand to kind of light up all the little Lego plants. They'd be really, really rad. Anyway, just poured my first cup of coffee, probably my one and only that I'm gonna have today. Vlogs and coding. It was a long one because I let the camera roll a lot while we were working in here. So a lot of footage to kind of parse through. I think it was a total of 55 minutes, and the vlog ended up being 24 minutes. So not too bad. Majority of it stuck around. Anyway, great weekend. Saturday, wrapped things up with Teresa and Bella after their being here for a week and just doing fun family activities like old school days. And then coming home and just, vegging out and watching a movie. Yesterday, being productive. I honestly, when I woke up, we didn't have any plans, and I was honestly worried that it was just going to be kind of I'm okay with a little bit of chill, but I only get 2 days off from work. I want to do stuff. The weekdays are so mundane and routine that when the weekends come, it's like, let's go. But Tiff's the opposite. She's like, one day to go out, one day to stay in. So the compromise was that we did something productive for me. But yeah. I'm charged. I'm ready. I'm ready to seize Monday. Gonna crush another week. So, giddy up.
It's 1 p.m. Office to myself at the moment. My dad went to go pick up his Dodge. Got the AC fixed, so my shopping vehicle, if you will. Even though I don't mind driving the Isuzu, the Bobtail. It's just like days like today where we need it for deliveries. They can't load it until I get back, which again, usually is not a problem. Just depends. Anyway, so he's out grabbing that. My brother Travis just got back from his deliveries and just went home. So got to go home a little early. He's gonna take his son Max, my nephew, to go get his driver's permit. So pretty excited about that. Today's the day, 15 and a half. So he can go get his permit. So he's gonna get that done today. I didn't bring anything for my lunch. I got one can of chicken left. So I'm gonna do a can of chicken and some roasted vegetables for lunch. And then I got payroll, and I got one invoice to research, and then I'm out of here because Bryce and I have a meeting with his advisor, his student advisor at NAU. So it's kind of go finalize the last bit of stuff before his big move-in. Now, I didn't vlog anything this morning when I was shopping because I'll be honest with you, I didn't have anything to say. I didn't have any stories or anything on my mind. I kind of touched base briefly about the weekend, said I had a great weekend. But yeah, I don't know, I've been trying to think about this all morning. About what I was like, what am I gonna vlog about today? And I was trying to think, like, what do I have going on today? We have the meeting, the conference call. I really do need to go to the gym since I didn't go my 3 times last week. And so if I start tomorrow, it'll be the third workout from last week instead of the first workout this week. So I really should go today to make up for it. I'm just gonna finish this bag. It's a lot of vegetables, but there we go. So I got the conference call and then the gym, and then after that, that's pretty much all I've got. I thought about maybe doing an IRL stream from my new little stream corner, as I'm calling it, a little new backdrop and background. But other than that, Tiff's got a lasagna dish that she plans on making for dinner. And I think both kids are off tonight. I know Sierra's off tonight because she had asked what we were doing for dinner. And it looks like Bryce is off as well. So, yeah. So both kids will be home. So how was your weekend? Did you do anything fun, exciting? Were you productive? Did you get some stuff done? Any projects, honey-do list, things you've been kind of postponing, procrastinating on? Felt really good this morning to wake up and just see that little corner all put together. You know, I know that's like the 4th or 5th iteration in my office, but like I said in a comment on today's vlog, I said, if I like change, and a lot of times, I won't even say sometimes, a lot of times I just need a refresh of environment or refresh of like rearranging furniture. It just feels good. Like I was the kid who looked forward to switching seats in school. When you come in on a Monday or whatever day of the week it was, and all your desks were rearranged, and you're like, oh, like I liked that. I looked forward to that. You got to meet new people and talk to new people, and you know, it sucked when you had someone like one of your best friends sitting next to you, but I always liked it because you eventually would sit next to someone that you weren't sitting next to before, or get to know somebody, making new friends. I looked forward to that. So rearranging my office, even if it is just kind of moving some things around, it feels good. Having the stuff on the wall feels good. And really, I think, I don't know if I said this yesterday or not, but what I felt when I was editing the vlog this morning was I just needed a sense of purpose. Now that I don't stream full time, that room lost its purpose. That entire room was designed, built, and placed for, you know, on one side, usability. This is where I sit and this is where I play my games, and I have my lights and my monitors and my controls, and everything's right here in my face, right? And then everything behind me was the backdrop. Everything behind me was my scene. And now that that's less important and less needed, for that matter, the room lost its purpose. And I feel like, at least with just moving the table out, now there's purpose for the table. Tiffany will do her puzzle in there. Or at the very least, maybe she'll just put the puzzle there and then bring it back to the dining room table, you know, as she's using it. You know, I don't know if she's actually going to sit there, but I am going to look at stools. I don't know if I'll have time today because of the conference call we have at 2:30, but bar stools, definitely going to look into the next day or two. Also, Costco has that bonsai tree that I want, so picking that up, and then maybe doing some Lego on stream. I have the plum, I need the orchid, we'll get that maple tree. So there's some live streams coming up, and that corner kind of gives me that spot, that dedicated space, which again was the original idea with the bar set up when Chuck came over. That was the original idea. The tequila was just like the, I don't know, I guess the excuse, or the, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the muse. I don't know if that's right. The object of like, well, this is where I have my tequila set up, and this is where we're going to sit and do taste testing and do like kind of like almost like a talking podcast, right? Scratch that idea. I don't really drink, and while I appreciate tequila, it's not something I sit. I mean, I haven't had a glass of tequila in months. Like I don't remember the last time I poured myself a glass of tequila and sipped on a glass of tequila. Honestly, it might be my birthday with Cade. Cade bought me a bottle for my birthday. He came over, we opened it up, we drank a couple glasses. That might be the last time, I don't know. Point is, putting myself in that corner and having the Lego botanicals behind me kind of reinforces like, hey, let's double down and do more Lego. Oh, also nice little area to do my live streams. We're going to explore more of that later today, for sure. Going back to the conversation I was having last week about, you know, my dilemma, feeling guilty about playing video games when I'm not in the mood or in a time capacity to stream. I thought more of that this weekend, especially after reading some of your comments. A lot of you just said, just play this stupid game, man. You're overthinking it. They should be supposed to be fun. And while I agree with you, it's supposed to be, that's the reason why I talked about it in the video, because it's not that simple. For whatever reason, I talked myself out of it. And I was just having this conversation with Tiffany this weekend as well, how I'm having the same problem with all forms of entertainment, really. It's like I sit down on the couch and I have a limited amount of time, and I'll sit there and just look at trailers and watch, scroll through my Netflix list and scroll through my Prime list and scroll through Apple TV, and I'll look at what's available to rent and to buy, and I can never make a decision on what to watch. It's like this analysis paralysis, which makes no sense at all. It literally makes no sense at all. It's baffling, And eventually I do land on something, but it's almost like I'm almost afraid to try something new, and I end up watching something that I've already watched, already own. Yo, what's up, man? Oh yeah, got myself a full bowl here. Chicken and veggie with that homemade teriyaki sauce. I'm actually almost out. I'm gonna have to find that lady and get a new bottle. Just a can of Kirkland brand chicken, some roasted veg that's in the freezer section. Got look at that, whole Brussels sprouts. Oh, so good. And then just a habanero teriyaki sauce.
Mm-hmm.
2 to 3 classes a day.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's what, 20 minutes in between those 2 classes on Tuesday, Thursday?
Well, there goes my evening. It's 5 p.m. I just got off the phone with my insurance company because that was another thing on my to-do list that I remembered that Tiffany's been getting on me, is finding out what we do with Bryce's car. He's not taking his car with him to NAU. It's just going to be sitting here. What can we do with the insurance? And unfortunately, because he has a loan on it still, which he only owes like $1,900, $1,500, he's almost paid it off. He has to have insurance on it. It's just, law. It's requirement with a loan, whatever. So we're looking at other possibilities, other options. We'll get to that at some other point. But the beginning of when I first got home was his financial advisor. Kind of go through, got his schedule locked in, so he's good to go. He got all his classes picked out. He got his schedule. He's not crazy about it, but he also knows that it's his freshman year, and he waited too long to get exactly the classes that he wanted and the times that he wanted. He's getting the classes that he wanted for the most part. It's the times that's kind of bothered him. But I told him it is what it is, and it's just this one semester. Moving forward, you'll pick your classes and get the times you want. And it was the same thing for me. In fact, my first semester as a freshman was chosen for me completely. I just told them which degree plan I wanted to go in, and they said, "Here's your first semester classes." That's how it was for me. So, we'll talk to the financial aid advisor next, and got all that figured out and sorted. So we're good on the financial side. We don't know the exact numbers just yet until everything kind of goes through, but at least have a ballpark idea of what his scholarships, his grants are all covering, what his loans are going to be, and then what little bit we'll have to follow up with. So for the most part, got it all sorted out, figured out, and now at this point we're just waiting for his move-in day, which is coming up very, very quickly. All right, so we're in my little streaming corner here, as I'm calling it, my Clintus corner. I love the fact that it's all the Clintus logos and me in the middle there. We're going to call this the Clintus corner, but anyway, the lighting is the next piece that I have to figure out. So let's turn that on. That's obviously pretty bright for vlogging. I think that works out pretty good. But I'm really curious about the streaming, which lights are going to be the best. I've got my key lights on my desk over there, but those are obviously designed to be on my face over there. I could turn them up, but I feel like it's kind of a waste being across the room. I do have one more key light that I could technically mount on the end of this table. It's just tall, it's big, but that might be the next piece. It really just comes down to what my phone's camera looks like if I were to go live right now. I do feel like I need some more lighting though, so we'll play around with this light here. I can dim this, I believe. Yep. Yeah, see, that's filling in the gaps a little bit. Not too bad. And I could technically also increase this, but I didn't do that because it's backlighting me. Yeah, see, it makes my face darker. So then I have to offset it with this. But I still feel like we need 100% on the light back here. You know what I'm saying? That's about 40% right there. That's pretty good. And of course I can always change the color to whatever I want. Blue, green, yellow, orange, red, purple, violet. Love it. And of course there's stuff to change where it just completely rotates the colors. I was gonna get some music going here, but looks like I'm having some trouble logging in. What up, bro? Long time no see. What's going on, dude? Good to see you, man. $104 in Toronto, Canada. Feels like AZ. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Room looks good. Thanks, Rich. Work in progress. You know, I still gotta figure out lighting. Like I had my overhead light on, but I've turned I've turned it down a little bit. I don't love that like yellow, you know. So I think the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my key light. I've got another key light. I'm gonna slap it onto the end of the table here. So, how's my night? Honestly, dude, I've been home for a couple of hours, but I've been on the phones the whole time. Quick little live stream in the new little corner, and Tiffany's in the kitchen working on dinner. We got some broccoli. She's chopping them up. Floor's a little too big for her. And this is her lasagna skillet. Put some ground beef in there.
Lazy lasagna.
Lazy lasagna?
Healthy lazy lasagna.
Healthy lazy lasagna. You doing apple store tacos tomorrow?
You are.
I am?
I gave you the idea, you do the rest.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
Did you buy the fork?
No, I didn't know what type of fork to get.
Oh, okay.
I just saw those, I was like, oh. That's pretty good.
And here's the final product. Ooey gooey, soupy. Look at that broccoli though. Oh.
That is
189. Is that the lab or something? It's 181 that goes with this one.
yeah. I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure it's like a study time. So yeah,
The next thing to do
if
is
I'm struggling or I need something, then I need to.
get an NAU map and see where all your classes
Yeah, I did. I looked at that briefly when I was
So
doing the
it's
classes.
Monday,
online.
Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Kind of rectangular. I think this is like the athletics one. That's where athletes stay.
Good. Take
Pretty good.
Yeah, we laid out all the different. We separated all these by colors. We got a 26 pack, and then we picked one by one. And then we got a 6 pack of these nice ones, and I got 3 sheets.
The only new stuff here are the pencils. Everything else is my stuff from the past.
Yeah,
And I got some Flair pens, education staple.
those are like markers, right?
Yeah, it depends, but like yeah, they're kind of similar markers. So say you can have these if you want.
I
Flair
actually,
pens.
Are they colored ink?
Yeah, it's my nice pack of pens.
I actually
I've
have.
lost the purple though, and I know where the pink is. I have that with my journal, but I don't know where the purple is.
I like have all these.
Really?
Yeah.
Crunch is on the smoker working. Now it's just got to get the fried green tomatoes ready to go. They're a natural companion to grits, in my opinion. They're very tart, so that adds the acidity to cut through the richness.
Just trying to get to the finish line.